everyone, welcome to the Restaurant Show. Thanks for tuning in. We have got a really wonderful show ahead featuring some of the local restaurants that are really pushing some of the seafood that we get from this local Atlantic area. You know, we've got a lot of great fishing, and we're actually going to talk with Sea Eagle Market about the CSF, so you got to stay tuned and find out what that's all about. And then we're going to head over to Panini's over there in the downtown Beaufort area, and we're going to talk about wreck fish and chow chow. How many of you know what that is? And then we're going to get right back over to Hilton Head and show you at Kurama's their Tekadon. So stay tuned. We've got a lot of great eating ahead. Hi everyone, welcome to the Restaurant Show, and we are starting out this show right because we're going to get some really good information about some local fisheries, and who else to get it from but from Captain Craig Reaves. Welcome back.
It's good to be here.
And he is the owner of the Sea Eagle Market over there in Beaufort on Boundary. Yep. Okay. All right. I know I'm getting used to the geography here. And now you have a really fantastic concept that you're going to teach us about today, and it has to do with this red bag here.
Yep.
All right. Fill us in.
Well,
teach us.
It is a community-supported fishery. Most folks have heard of CSAs, which are community-supported agriculture, where you're able to become a stakeholder, or being part of keeping that farm alive, by front-end buying. Well, we're hoping, going to be a way to
get fresh fish.
But revitalize the industry.
I love it.
The commercial fishing industry, and you're going to get that fish straight from the boat to your table.
So tell me what's in here. What are you going to start with? What do you want me to?
Well,
this is the bag that you get.
This would be a sample bag.
Okay.
So basically, you would get whatever our sexy fish of the week is.
I love it.
So this would be two 8-ounce portions of grouper.
Okay.
So before our pan gets too hot, we'll go ahead and get our grouper going.
So let me just. So basically, you're going to get what you're going to show us today here, Craig, is you're going to make something out of all the stuff that's in here. You're going to show us what you can make with everything that you get in this CSF bag.
Correct.
And we're going to start with the grouper. Now that's just a one piece, but you would get actually servings for 2 people to eat.
If you buy, it's a gold or silver packages. There's 2 packages offered, so it would be for 2 people or for 4.
Okay.
So this would be for 2.
Okay.
So basically, you're going to end up with 2 meals and an appetizer, or potentially 3 meals.
Right.
So that's local shrimp.
Okay.
A couple pounds of shrimp.
And
then also you would get some kind of shellfish. So we're harvesting local clams. These come out of the Broad River.
Let me see those.
Yeah. So
now, real quick before we start those, so what you did is with a grouper here, what kind of seasoning did you put on there?
I just put a little bit of sea salt and some lemon pepper. We're just going to sear that off.
I love it.
And we're going to use just a little bit of vegetable oil and a little bit of butter here.
A little bit of each. And now, these are the clams here, and what we're doing here is, Craig just gave me some hot tap water, and he said to go ahead and put this in here.
Right.
Just hot tap water. You don't have to cook it out. Just right out of your sink. And we're going to put that in there. And what's that going to do for those clams?
It'll allow them to purge any sand that might be in them.
Okay.
It'll purge. But also the clams will open up just a little bit for you, so it'll make it a lot easier to open them and do them on the half shell. What we're going to do is like a clam on the half shell.
And that's our appetizer that you were saying.
Absolutely.
And it's really crazy, and I don't think you can see it through the camera, but you can actually see it purging out some of the sand and everything. That's wild. I love it. Oh, that grouper looks so good. Okay, so while we're getting the grouper going, these are opening up and purging.
Yep.
And we're going to go ahead and use this.
We're going to take a little bit of shrimp too.
Okay, which is also, that's this package right here.
Absolutely.
All right.
And we're going to go ahead and peel and devein some. Peel.
With that, what's that thing? What's that thing right there?
Well, that's the stuff we're going to get rid of.
And what do you call that red thing though? That's just a... oh, they made it so easy.
Yeah,
I'm like at home like trying to peel, and I'm like pulling stuff out, and I don't have one of those red things.
Really? Well, we sell them at the market.
Well, there we go. Perfect.
There you go.
That
what
is
makes it so
those
easy.
Things?
Little shrimp.
Devainers.
They got some little. They got a little silly name for them, but.
Why didn't we think of it and sell it? Man, developed it. But that is great. Okay, so now we're gonna do. These are the shrimps that we're doing here, and again, this is different every week. You're not. you're not going to get the same items. This is just a sample of
Right.
what you would get. And it runs about $40 a week, give or take, depending on what level you go to. But that is great for some fantastic, fresh, and more importantly, local seafood.
Absolutely, and you know you're supporting the industry. Bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I know you and I talked about getting another pan and doing all this, but both of us said when we're at home we don't like to use a lot of pans,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So we're going to use that pan. We're going to put that on this way, and then we're going to go ahead and start sautéing off shrimp too.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
We
good
need
deal.
to get our. We got a lot to do in 2 minutes.
I know, we got 2 minutes. We're gonna do this up. But again, this is something that, you know, look at that beautiful fish. This is a great way to get some local fish. Look at that. That is gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna wipe that pan out, and then next you're gonna do the
I'm gonna do you some shrimp.
shrimp. Okay, good deal. Now that is gorgeous. But you'll actually get like 2 portions like
Oh
that.
yeah, it'll
okay?
be 2 8-ounce portions.
That's this
Exactly.
to this. Okay.
Now.
I know, there's so much cooking. We really need like a double show for Craig here. He teaches us so much, I love it.
Well, if you don't have this seasoning in your house,
Okay.
if I had to throw everything out but one spice, this is the
And
spice
can
to
you
have.
get this at your place?
Yeah, we do have it.
Okay,
But most
perfect.
any local grocery store is going
Should
to
have it. Let me show that to them while you're cooking up there.
I'm just telling you, that's the best spice.
Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning. It's a tantalizing taste treat. There we go.
If you don't have it, you need it.
That is
Just
great.
put a little
it's-
bit of Greek seasoning.
Yeah.
A little bit of your teriyaki
Right.
marinade, just a sprinkle of that.
And I love it because you're really mixing 2 different flavor profiles,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm used to all my seasonings usually having paprika in it with the red. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that looks light, lemony. Oh, that smells good. All right, so we're gonna be cooking that up, and I know we're running out of time. We wanna get everything that we can plated. We might have to, next
Well,
show,
let me-
we might have to do the clams,
Let
but
me just show you what the clams will end up.
he'll be back in just a second. He's going to the magic oven. And here he is.
There's our clams.
And there's our clams, which we'll turn this into here, into this plate here, which is fantastic. And those are clams with some beautiful bacon. And I'm just gonna show this chef while you're cooking that. This is the chopped up bacon, which then you roasted on top of the clams. Oh, that looks delicious.
This is gonna be.
Not quite yet, huh?
Well, let's just see what we can do
See what we can do.
without getting stitches.
It'll be my first like emergency show. All right, but you know, let's show that shrimp before we take off, and we're gonna go ahead and plate that onto here. And again, that just has that light seasoning. That butter ends up being beautiful on it, and a little bit of that teriyaki sweetness.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so make sure you guys check out Seagull Market. Of course, always having the freshest seafood there, but now part of this wonderful community-supported fisheries project. And hopefully we'll be hearing a little bit more about it.
Absolutely.
And over the next few months, oysters I know will be coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a whole other thing, whole other show to go to.
Absolutely. Well, our purchase dates are through to September 21st, and our first bags go out the first week of October.
Beautiful. So that's when you'll be heading out there and give them a call and find out what they have to offer. Thank you so much, Captain.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Captain Craig, that was wonderful. We had a lot to do and a lot of food to show off, and thank you so much for coming in. And up next, we're going to meet with Chef Paul Donella from Panini's, and he's going to show us how to make wreckfish. Hi everyone, welcome to the Restaurant Show, and I have from Panini's on the Waterfront, Chef Paul Donella, and I'm so excited because I'm already looking at everything you have here. This is good stuff, because you're going local,
Yep.
You're going fresh fish. What do we have going on today?
All right, today we actually have wreckfish,
Wreckfish, okay.
right, which is pretty much a cousin of like grouper.
And that's, yeah, it's nice and hearty and steak-like, right? Now you're saying wreckfish.
Correct.
Not redfish, because redfish is completely
different. Right here is a nice actual
Yeah,
fillet.
that is nice. That's good.
We get this out of Charleston from a
Okay.
local purveyor up there.
Right? Because you guys really are, you're really
As much as we
conscious
can.
of it, aren't you?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And basically the biggest grounds for wreck fishing are actually in an area called the Bump, which is
Bump.
right off of Charleston, maybe
Oh,
about 25, 30 miles out.
Yeah, cool.
And that's where the majority of it comes from.
That's awesome. Yeah, because this is really plentiful right now.
Right.
And it's gorgeous.
And
it
the
does
cool thing
look like
about it is
grouper.
it's like a totally sustainable area of fisheries. So.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so and what are you making today? What's the whole
today?
dish
What we're
called?
gonna do is just do a little cornmeal breaded wreckfish.
Okay.
We're gonna serve it with a nice light salad. Absolutely.
Yeah. Can I show that? And that's the cornmeal right there. So you already have this in
buttermilk.
Buttermilk.
We went ahead and soaked it in buttermilk.
Totally.
It'll help give it a nice crust.
Let's show them that too. And
That's a mixture of cornmeal and seafood breader.
Gotcha.
And the cornmeal is actually an Abdullah product from
yeah?
Allen Mills out of Columbia.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
And if you don't have buttermilk at home, you can actually take a quart of milk and for every quart, let it sit for 24 hours with a tablespoon of white vinegar in it.
Okay, let's do it one more time. That's a good, because you know what?
Not everybody has buttermilk in their house.
And no one wants to commit to buying like the entire thing. So, okay, so one more time.
For every quart of milk,
quart of milk,
1 tablespoon of white vinegar.
Okay.
Let it sit overnight. You've got buttermilk.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you let it sit outside or in the refrigerator?
I leave it in the fridge. It's
There we
fine. You
go.
can leave it out either way. It doesn't.
Because you know, someone out there's gonna be like, he said to let it sit. You know? So okay.
Either way, it works.
Great. And would you whole milk?
Yes.
Preferably.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
And what we've got here is just a little mixture of salt, pepper, and some Old Bay.
Salt, pepper, and Old Bay. Great. And a great seasoning to always have on hand
The Old
if you're
Bay.
into seafood. And it's always.
You can't really get much better than that.
I actually made grilled peanuts with Old Bay seasoning the other day, just for something different, you know, because I like the flavor profile that's in it. But Old Bay, I think, is just a great seasoning.
And we're just gonna dredge it in our cornmeal and seafood breader mixture.
Perfect. And you're going buttermilk, soaking the buttermilk, and then right to there. You're not going back and forth.
No, we don't need a double breading. We just
Perfect.
want a nice light coating, and it's gonna have a nice crunch from that cornmeal.
Yeah, I love using cornmeal. It always adds that nice crunch, that's for sure. And this is going to be on a nice little salad with chow chow.
Chow chow, right, which is traditional, just southern relish.
And I just
right
want to
there.
show that while you're breading this. This is chow chow. And a lot of times you might find this in the grocery
You
store.
can find it jarred, ready
Yeah.
to go. We actually make ours. What we do is when we have an abundance of green tomatoes at the end of the summer,
Right.
or throughout the tomato season
Okay.
here, whatever we don't fry up and sell before they start to turn, we go ahead and just make
Because
chow
you turn
chow.
it into something. Yeah, absolutely.
Correct.
And that's one thing. I think that whether you're in the restaurant business or in your home, if you don't use something, don't throw it away. You know, like some
Correct.
people are like, oh, we're not going to use it now, so we're just going to throw it away, or they don't use it. There's so many other things that you could
Absolutely.
use
As
it
a
for.
matter of fact, our greens here for our salad,
Yeah.
these right here are not part of the regular lettuce mix.
Right.
They're beet greens from a bunch of beets I roasted off
and
yesterday.
you roast off beets. Oh my gosh, I love roasted
So
beets.
they add a nice little extra, almost bitter bite.
I was gonna say
kinda-
a little peppery, yeah.
Kind of mix up your salad greens.
That's awesome. So you just took from roasting your beets. You
Took the beet greens off them before I did it and went ahead and just
I love it.
added them to my greens for salads in the restaurant.
That's another good. Chef Donella's just full of the good tips today. Awesome. So now we're gonna, and you put that in butter.
Butter.
Good old butter. It would be rude not to
No
put it
need
in
to
butter.
use canola oil or just use butter.
I mean, if you have the butter right here, you might as well. Good deal. So it's almost like, I mean, in the sense of frying catfish, but this fish is just so much more
It's
meatier,
definitely, yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, it's meatier, yeah. But the same concept, so don't be scared to mix up your fishes. If you're
Try
used to-
different things.
Try it, absolutely.
Matter of fact, this time of year, you'll find running locally a lot of times wahoo,
Yeah.
mahi-mahi's still going.
And you can still do it in that manner. And
Right.
you guys do that a lot because you have that fresh fish and you're doing different dishes.
And
with
actually,
it.
when it comes to the chow chow, fried shrimp, and it's shrimping season going on right now, right in
Yeah.
the middle of it. Chow chow lends itself perfectly to it.
Yeah, I love it.
Chow chow is usually a mixture of cabbage, green tomatoes,
Green tomatoes.
usually onions and peppers.
Right.
We actually
And it
jazz
always-
our up with hot peppers and some ginger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you put ginger in it, so that
Just a
gives a
little bit.
whole different twist to it.
Exactly.
All right, let's start plating at least the beginnings of it.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and
Do you
mix
wanna
our
give me that
salad
one
up.
over there. Yeah, we'll do the salad. I'll let you show that off. And I just love the idea of adding in those different greens to it.
So we've got our mixed greens, and with
Okay.
our nice little addition of the beet greens in there.
Love it.
Okay.
And it's so nice and light and fresh, especially sitting on your outside deck. I mean, you guys are
and
killing
it's
it right now.
Fall, I guess, but
Yeah.
not really around here. It's still a little warm.
It's only 80, it's fine.
So we've got a little bit of cucumbers. We'll add a little bit of cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, good deal. And all of these things, I mean, you can,
few
are
red
still
onions.
in season. There's still great flavors to them.
And same thing, always add some seasoning to your
Always,
greens
yeah.
even, just elevate them a little bit.
Right.
And here we just have a lemon vinaigrette.
Lemon
It's just
vinaigrette,
canola oil,
nice and
lemon
light.
juice, white vinegar, salt, and pepper.
I love it. Nice and easy. And that's going to really complement that fish. It's not going to bring it down. It's not going to,
exactly.
weigh it
It's
down.
not like going to be a big thing of ranch.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, although I know
Nothing
we all
wrong with
love
ranch.
but sometimes that just is a little heavy if you're going to pair it up with a nice
Exactly.
fish.
We'll go ahead and we'll flip these guys
Can
right
I mix
over.
this? Can I start
Yeah,
mixing
go ahead.
this? This looks gorgeous.
Nice light golden brown. Get that little bit of yellow from the cornmeal.
Yes. Oh, this looks good. I could just eat this like this and give me some sunflower seeds and really do it up. All right.
So we're going to go ahead.
The chow chow's coming in here somewhere.
So we're going to pop this right down.
That is great. And now you offer this as a special, or
We
is
do a
this
market fish every night that
Okay.
changes every at least 2 days.
depending on what's coming?
What's
local?
available,
Okay,
right.
That's awesome. And I know with the weekends are, I'm sure, so busy. You have live entertainment outside
Yep.
on the outside deck.
Put our chow chow down
I love that.
all the way around that.
So that you're just going to kind of take with a bite. With
Right.
each bite, there's going to be a little
It's
bit.
basically just a nice relish
Yeah, I love it. And it just looks fresh.
and a little
light.
bit lighter than saying tartar sauce.
Yep. Yes. Absolutely. No, I got it. I.
And we're going to put our fish right on top.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Good deal. Well, thank you so much, Chef. And
No problem.
please check out Panini's Waterfront right down in historic Beaufort, right there on Bay Street. Check out his wonderful fresh fish. And of course the pizzas are awesome. I can't say
Thank
enough
you.
about those. But we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks, Chef. Thank you so much, Chef Paul. That rack fish and that chow chow, I love it. I'm definitely gonna try making it at home. Up next, we have Kurama's showing up tekadon and some beautiful fresh fish. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to the restaurant show. And we have one of my favorite all-time restaurants for the 20 years I've lived here. We have Kurama's and we have Chef Aki and one of the owners, Tom Shimada, here. And we're gonna show some new things that you have on the item and then some of your classics that
Absolutely.
have been around forever, but it is what people come for.
Yeah,
So,
we've
right?
got a little bit, something from the sushi bar,
Yeah.
something from the hibachi, and a little something from the bar as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk sushi.
Yes.
Because I tell you what, Tom, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
This is not your typical sushi.
No, this is something that most people aren't aware about, but it's a very authentic dish. It's called tekadon.
Tekadon.
Yes,
Okay.
the teka more represents the tuna, and the don means anything that's above a bed of rice.
Oh.
Here. So I'm just going to quickly
See, I wouldn't even know that there's rice underneath
quickly
there.
show you that we
Oh.
have the sushi rice underneath.
And there's seaweed in there too.
Yes, yes, and there's two types of tuna on the fish here. We've got the big eye tuna, which is the darker one, and the
Oh,
yellow
can I
fin,
just
which
show-
is the lighter color.
So this one, and I see there is a difference in
yes,
the color.
yes.
Is there one more like, I don't know if the flavorful is the word,
You
but
know, a lot of it is personal choice.
yeah, absolutely.
So, it's nice to have that option. We also have the rice pearls there, which is the
That's this
toasted
right here.
rice.
Yep.
And obviously the daikon, the radish, the wasabi, the ginger, and then the
ginger,
green onions.
And then the
there.
green onions. Delicious. And again, just to show you here, it has a rice, my favorite, the sticky rice, and the seaweed right there. That
Yeah,
is
and that's the
gorgeous.
sushi rice. So that's a little bit different than the regular white rice. It has a
Yeah.
little sugar, salt, and vinegar as well.
Now, I do have a question for you. While this stuff is still cooking up real here, because I know we just have a little bit of time, but I love your sushi. But I know when I go to the grocery store, there's sushi there, but it doesn't look like that. I mean, is there a difference?
There is a difference,
Yeah,
believe it or
there
not.
has to be. There has to be, you know?
Yeah, and really it's two things. One, we use a higher grade of fish.
Right.
And also the second thing is when the fish comes to our restaurant,
Right.
our chefs can and will choose the best part of the fish for our customers.
Yes, exactly.
And so they can see if any part of the fish is not the right color or doesn't look quite right,
Right.
they'll just lay it off to the side
Right,
and
right.
only serve the best of the best.
Right, absolutely.
So that's probably
Especially when it's
something-
something like that.
Exactly.
You don't want to, everything has to be perfect.
And you know that it's fresh. I mean,
Yeah.
he's preparing it right before your eyes. So
Yeah.
that, I feel,
To
makes a
order.
big difference.
To what you specifically ordered.
Absolutely.
Now it was pre-ordered in the morning.
Not what someone told you
Yes,
you may
it's-
want.
yeah. All right. Well, because because it is becoming something that's that's more prevalent in your regular grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
but it just isn't like this. I mean, it's just not the same.
You're
I
preaching
know
to the
that.
choir
Yeah, I
here.
know, right? I know that from personal experience. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so we're gonna move from this over to the classic hibachi, which we all know and love, and he's already getting ready the thing that I love.
Yes.
Let's do this.
So we've got Chef Aki here. We've got our steak chicken and shrimp. It's an
Okay.
early bird special.
And what time is your early bird?
Early bird is 4:30 to 6 o'clock. And you have a choice. You can have one of the three for $11.95.
Okay.
Two out of the three for $13.95.
Okay, so your choices are, oh, there's the volcano.
There we
Thank
go.
you, Chef Aki.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My day is complete now.
Yeah. Or
You can get, so you have shrimp, chicken, or steak.
yes.
And if you get one, whichever one, right? It doesn't matter which one.
Doesn't make a difference.
Is $11.95.
Yes.
And then you go from there. Oh,
Yes.
that's cool. Okay.
But yeah, I'll let Chef Aki explain a little bit
Yeah.
more about it. He's the expert
yes,
here. So
he is.
Okay.
And I love going to his table because he's awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
What do we have
Okay.
here, Chef?
This combination dinner is most popular item on our menu.
Okay. Yeah.
So because you get to enjoy a little bit of everything,
Yeah. I love it.
so you never leave hungry
Yes.
after ordering this
Yes.
menu.
And you get a leftover box too.
that's pretty.
I always do. I have to like stop myself. I'm like, okay, I can eat this tomorrow.
Yeah, because every meal comes with the fried rice, the vegetables. We've got little mushrooms here for a steak as
Right,
well.
right.
And most people love our two sauces that we have. We've got our yummy, yummy sauce.
And let me just show that because just in case if you've never been to hibachi, because there's people who've never been to hibachi. So when this gets put in front of you, which is which, Tom, here?
The one here, the lighter colored one, is our yummy, yummy sauce. Probably our most popular. It can't tell you all the
I know,
secrets.
I'm
but
trying to get it,
It's
though.
a mayonnaise and ketchup base
Yes,
with a
yes.
few secret ingredients.
Right.
And the left side we have is a ginger sauce, and that also we have, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's
Let's
all
just call it
secretive.
ginger sauce.
I know.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, though, and this mostly goes with the shrimp.
Yes,
This
shrimp and
mostly
seafood.
goes, yeah. This mostly goes with the steak, right?
Yes,
But
steak
I-
and chicken. But a lot of people love to
I
mix
would
it
say
up.
I love it on everything.
Yeah.
I'm the one who asked for the second one here because I'm like, yes, I'll take some extra yum yum sauce because it's so delicious. All right, so what are we doing here now, Chef?
So we got Chef Aki here. He's cutting up our steak, and he's
Okay.
gonna plate it for us. And with the chicken, also it comes with teriyaki sauce, sesame seeds
Yes.
as well. Adds a little flavor to it. And
again, you guys, if you haven't been to hibachi, this is what they're cooking it right in front of you. You have the plates there. It's a great. It's like you're being entertained while having dinner.
yes, great for families. The kids are entertained from start to
Oh,
finish.
for sure.
You
My
know that
kids-
it's fresh as they prepare right before
And
your
then
eyes.
it comes out all raw, and then they cook it all in front of you.
Exactly, and it's on your plate warm, which
Yeah,
is,
I love it.
you know, it's nice. You know, when you
Yeah.
order steak, you don't want it cold when it comes out.
You're right. And you don't want it sitting underneath the heat lamp.
And
It's
then
gonna
for
come-
and for the adults, we do have a few adult beverages
yeah, let's
here.
talk about that real quick. 'Cause I know we're starting to run out of time. I know when we go, we love having sake, which we've done sake on the
Yes,
show before. You
yes.
have beautiful choices of sake, and then you have all these great Japanese beers.
Exactly. We've got the three main ones: the Asahi here, the
Mm-hmm.
Sapporo, and the Kirin Ichiban. So anything to
And this is the big Ichiban.
yes. So
I've only seen this one. I didn't even know there was a smaller one, so we asked about it earlier.
yeah, you
Okay.
know, bigger is better.
I
with
didn't know
beer.
there was a smaller size on that one. Okay, so this is actually, let's move this over and let's put this here. Okay, man, that time goes by fast, but this was now only $15.95.
$15.95 and comes with the soup and salad as
And
well.
and we didn't even put the soup, that's right.
We don't have
there's-
enough room.
Yeah, I know, $15.95. You get soup, salad, you also get the hibachi chicken, the shrimp, and the steak, along with the vegetables that for some reason my kids will only eat at Kurama's. And then, of course, the beautiful fried rice. I love it, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Early bird, Monday through...
Every day,
Oh, every
4:30
day.
to 6.
And call for reservations?
Reservations are recommended, but you can also walk in if you like.
Okay, fantastic. And you can ask for Chef Aki if he's there, right? If
Yes,
he's coming
always.
to your table, you are in luck because he is awesome. All right, thanks guys, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Thanks, Orchid.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging in there with me. I hope you enjoyed all of the beautiful fish entrees that we had to offer today. And, with Sea Eagle Market, check out that CSF and that beautiful package of seafood that you can get on a weekly basis. And, of course, Panini's, their outdoor deck. Be sure to check it out. And thank you, Kurama's. We'll be in there soon for sushi. And just remember, you guys, with all these beautiful Atlantic waters around us, there is some really great seafood. And always remember to have fun eating your way through the Lake Country.